What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and I'm going to be trying to make your remake Hardee's. Now, I'm sorry the front went by so quick there. I will show it for a few more seconds at the end than I normally do, but I don't know why. The video just cut it off for some reason. But yeah, here it is. I will be showing how to make the interior in 2 days, and I will also show a picture of the old one. The color schemes are very similar, which I didn't do intentionally. I'll talk about that later in the video, too. But yeah, there's the interior space, and with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side, as here's the old one. Alrighty, so these spaces are going to be needing for this a 39 by 29, and the materials we're needing to start off are, if my inventory would load, that's something, not lag, white concrete, I said not lag, but okay. Black concrete, which I never used black concrete. I mean, sometimes I use it for roofs, I guess. Black stained glass panes. I want to talk about something funny with this in a minute here. Which might not be funny to you, but it's funny to me. Brick blocks. Shut up, chinchillas. Black stained glass blocks. Acacia doors. Sorry, was that aggressive? We'll go deep slate brick slabs, which is an interesting, well, not really interesting, actually, never mind. Light gray concrete, and I guess we'll go red concrete. You also need deep slate brick blocks, which I guess you could cut on. You need smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz stairs, and smooth quartz slabs. Now, the ironic thing is, you look at that one, you look at the old one, I colored them exactly the same. Gray, white, and then a little bit of black, which is mainly for the top, and then I have it on the windows for that one. White letters, red there. You can't see the red on that one, but it's on the, you can kind of, you can see it there. But I just thought that was funny, because I didn't even do that intentionally, it just kind of happened. But, starting from the front left-hand corner of your 39 by 29 grid, cough, if you made it. If you want to start from the front right-hand corner, you totally can. Although it is not symmetrical. But you could make it symmetrical. That's always an option. And from that corner, what you want to do is count back by 2 and right by 1, and going back, you want to place 25 white concrete. We're just going to start with this, because why not? You then can go right with 2. We're just going to start with, another 7. Oh, it's backwards. You then are going to want to place 4 additional rows of white concrete on top of that. So it should be a total of 5 tall, which is correct, I think. I hope so. Because it should be. If I'm wrong, then oh well. No, I know for a fact it's right, because the windows are 4 tall, and it's +1 from that. But it's like that. Honestly, this was a challenge for me. I'll talk more about that later, but this was way more challenging than it should have been. So you want to come to the front of this, and you want to come to the second block back, and going right from the second block, you want to place a black concrete, 3 black stained glass panes, 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 and a black concrete. So you should have a total of 6 windows. You could add more, but I don't know what that would do to the center. Or you could, no mind, I was going to say you could take one away, but actually no, you do have the space for that. You could take one away. I wouldn't recommend doing so, but you could. And then what you want to do is you want to copy that row 3 more times. This build was a challenge for me because I was trying to figure out how to make the colors and everything mesh in a way where it looked good, as well as making it correct sizing for the letters and everything. The only thing about this build that I will say is I don't like how I manage the red concrete because it's just very blank. I was gonna try and make the star on there, but I just couldn't. Isn't Carl Jr.'s the same as Hardee's? Am I going crazy? So I do just want to say about that Carl Jr.'s and Hardee's are owned by the same company now, but they are completely different restaurants. Completely different menus, completely different everything, and I don't think originally were owned by the same people, but yeah, just a quick side note for that. So, let's go back to the actual important stuff. That's something I should look into before uploading this video. Because if they are, then I could double market it, which would be pretty funny. But I feel like, because I feel like they're the same, because I feel like the Star logo, I don't know. Unless it's not even a nationwide place, Carl Jr. I know Hardee's is, for a fact. Or an almost fact, I don't know, I didn't look it up. But, I got tons of results when I searched for it, so. Alright, just like that. But I've never made Carl Jr. I should also look into that so then I know if I need to cut that out or not, which I probably won't. But just for location purposes, because I don't want to get... I never actually have seen one, though. I don't even know where there is one in my area. I should also look into that. What you then want to do is you want to place a white concrete on top of that black concrete, black stained glass pane configuration, and you want to overhang it on the right by one side, or overhang it on the right side by one, sorry. And then you want to bring that entire white concrete at the top forward by one. So it should be in line with the other side. Just like that. Kind of looks like a modern house. You could totally use this for a modern house if you wanted to. Although I would obviously take off a few windows. That's a good idea. I might want to try that. Anyways, then what you want to do is you want to bring the right two white concretes each down by one. So basically only that far right row. Just like that. So you're not covering the black concrete. That was kind of a dumb explanation, I know. Yeah, just like that. Now what you want to do is from this front white concrete here at the right side, you want to go 4 diagonally to the right by 1 with a brick block and bring it right by 1. Then go back diagonally to the right with a black stained glass block. Bring that block right with an acacia door. Right with a black stained glass block. Of course you're doing that phone. 4 diagonally to the right with a brick block, and then right with a brick block. It's 10 o'clock, leave me alone. But, also, I don't have school tomorrow, which is why I'm recording this at 10. You're going to be seeing this Friday, probably. So, I'm recording this Wednesday night, because I was going to record it earlier, but I had something else to do, aka watch a hockey game, because I was thinking about doing it and just not worrying about the start, but got involved in something else, and then, yeah. Anyways, then what you want to do is you want to bring each brick block up with two brick blocks? Yeah, we'll go with 2 for now. 2 brick blocks, and then bring each black stained glass block up with 2 glass, and then the door up with 1 glass. And that should give you that. Now, you then want to bring the bricks up with an additional 2 bricks each, and then connect them together above the black stained glass going straight across. Just like that. I don't know why I did it that way, so don't ask, but I did. Then what you want to do is from the bottom brick block here, you want to go back diagonally to the right by 1 with a white concrete. Go right 2. Back by 24. Left by 19. Back diagonally to the left of the brick block. Left 4. Inward diagonally to the left of the white concrete. Left 3. Back diagonally to the left of the brick block, and then left by 4. So if you're at the back of the build, the brick should be sticking out. I know I did that weird because I've been recently flipping my directions when I get to the back, but since we started at the front and worked around, I decided not to change it. Just since we're doing that all like that. But you can then place 4, right? Yeah, 4 white concretes on top of each white concrete. And then leave the brick blocks at the back alone for now. Just kind of have them laying there. And then we're going to do some with them. They had I cannot... Hardee's has a drive-thru. That's a lot easier than I made it seem. But yeah, Hardee's does in fact have a drive-thru. I'm pretty sure if they don't, you can just remove those and have it as a flat wall. But I'm nearly positive they have. What was that sound? That wasn't like... Okay, Skittles is chewing on... I'm assuming cardboard. I'm gonna check. Hang on. But yeah, just like that. Let's see. What are you doing over here? Yeah, it is cardboard. I knew it. I'm just gonna let you do it. Whatever. I don't care. I mean... Yeah, whatever. I'll move it. But I don't have anywhere to move it, because it's there for a reason. Hello? Okay, sure, that'll... If you hear something crash in the background, that's probably that piece of cardboard. It's there, so... it's a stupid thing, but it's just there. Don't worry about it. Alright, so... Now what you want to do is going left to right or right to left on top of each individual brick block section. Does not matter. You want to place a brick block, black stained glass pane, one block gap, black stained glass pane, brick block. And then same on the other one. So brick block, black stained glass pane, one block gap, pane, brick. And then you're going to want to copy either of those rows one more time. Actually, I think I made this one big enough. It's a fast food restaurant. It doesn't have to be that big. And then you want to place 2 rows of brick block on top of that, and you do want to make sure that you do bridge the gap. That is an important part of this step. Just like that. That's the base of your build done. Now the next step is you want to take out your deep slate brick slabs, and you want to trim the top layer of this with upside down deep slate brick slabs. Again, making sure you do not cut corners going out or in. Inner or outer corners. Is that... Sure, I guess. And you do want to go around the brick block sections, and whenever you are at the, like, the little drive-thru windows at the back, and then if you have... See this 2-block gap? You could bring it straight across. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it so it has a little bit more shape to it and a little bit more of an interesting thing. Interesting look. And it's not really going to matter either way to the structure of the build. It'll just make a little bit of a difference for detail. But yeah, just like that. And then you want to bring each upside down deep slate brick slab up with a normal deep slate brick slab. Just like, of course my chinchillas are being... They haven't been that noisy recently. It's weird. And now they're noisy. Or maybe I just have tuned them out. I don't know. But I just like that. You could... Depending on what your intentions are, you could just leave it like this. Now, you're 20 bucks, you're not 20 bucks, you're not going to need the top bit of space. I'm not going to use it when I make the interior. Maybe not 100%. Maybe I'll... No, because the light gray concrete, I'm not going to be able to use it. But if you wanted to make this into a diner, you could, because that gives me modern diner vibes. And I do like the way that looks. But that's not important. What is important, though, is how did I do that? Wait. Hang on. I forgot how I did this. Okay. So, you have 2 rows of white concrete here at the front left. You want to, along the back row of white concrete, you want to place a row of light gray concrete on top of it. And then you can bring this row of light gray concrete all the way back here on the left side at the top. Like that. All the way to the right side, still on top. And it will just go across the brick, like nothing ever happened. And then forward until you're 1 block short of the end. And then you're going to just want to go left by 2. So that's going to create a rectangle, and you're going to notice a little gap in the rectangle. That's where the red concrete section is going to go. But that's not important right now, because that's not, we're not going to worry about that. But that is what you should have. On top of the brick block section at the front, ignoring the back ones. The back ones we don't want anything to do with because they're dumb. You want to place on top of this front brick block section 7 rows of red concrete. So it should be a 7x7 square, ironically. And it's going to be 6.5 by 7, I guess, from what's visible. Just like that. You can bring it back on the left and the right by 1 each. And if you're at the overhead, it looks like an underscore. It looks exactly like an underscore. And then every other white concrete or the brick blocks here at the back, you want to just place a deep set brick slab on top. A lot of brick in this build. Not really. It's a lot. This build is basically all concrete, glass, and brick of varying different varieties. Maybe, I don't know. Then what you're gonna want to do is you want to place 5 rows of oopsies. I forgot. Hang on, I forgot this section here. You want to place 5 rows of light gray concrete on top of the previous little row of light gray concrete. And it should make it 1 row shorter than the red concrete. I don't know why I started on that. I was just thinking, but that is correct. I was just trying to remember how to count, you know? Sometimes you just need a refresher. Sometimes you also need an English refresher, which I need a really big one. This is what happens when I record videos at night. It just doesn't end. I could probably survive a normal video. Normal, like, 25 to 30-minute video. I could probably survive that. I'm pretty sure we recorded Secret Neighbor at 1 in the morning one time. I'm pretty sure that happened. Because I remember, there were some really late nights on that. I don't remember what episode. I just remember that there was an episode where we were recording at 1 in the morning. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I uploaded it, but, like, the ones that I talked quieter in were up at, like, when we were up at, like, 1 in the morning. But I think I raised my mic volume at the same time, so I don't know how noticeable it was, but you probably would have been able to tell that, like, it was starting to look quieter. But I know it at least went to, like, 12:30. That was what was fun about summer, because I could stay up super late just recording that stuff. And I want to have something that I could do that with again. Rocket League would be my closest, but I don't know, that just doesn't really seem to hit the mark. So, I mean, we'll see. I'll find some at some point. But just like that. There is your, that looks interesting. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Smokestack, we'll say. I don't know why smokestack is where I'm going with that, because smokestacks are never that wide. If it is, there's a problem. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's like our second floor. It's like our box. There we go. It's a box. Now, trimming the light gray concrete, you want to place along the top row another row of upside down deep slate brick slabs. Seems very familiar, doesn't it? And this is where we get a little bit tricky with it. Because the way we do that, you'll see. You'll see why. You don't want to place a normal row of deep slate brick slabs on top of that. Again, seems very familiar, doesn't it? Don't wrap the red concrete. Red concrete's special. Well, I didn't say not to, I just said only the light gray concrete. Just like that. And then you want to come to this top row of red concrete, and you want to bring the left and the right each back by 2, and then connect them together at the back. So it should be a square. That's not a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square. But then what you're going to want to do is fill in your big light gray concrete roof in with deep slate brick slabs. And then this is going to give you your basic build pretty much done. Other than the letters and the other roof, which the other roof is irrelevant because it's tiny and, yeah. But it's different. Don't do the same thing. I mean, you could. I'm not the same thing. You could. It's just, you're going to have some weird things that you're going to run into if you do that. Namely being the roof's connecting, which I don't think is terrible yet. I don't think it's good either. I don't think that would look amazing. You'll see the way I do it. If you know the way I do it, then you could totally just go ahead and do it. But it is up to you. Or just wait for my instruction if you're not sure. Oh, I hate how I do this. I just am now realizing looking down there. We have 1 row of white concrete, and then we have the light gray concrete, which means I can't do the upside down slabs for the roof on the second row up, which I would like to do because then the glowstone's not going to touch the windows. But I can, I think, find a way around that and just not have it against the front. But still, that Chick-fil-A, you saw that happen with. And I hate it when it happens like that. It's so annoying. Because it doesn't look good with because you only have half a block of space after you put in the slabs, and the glowstone pretty much takes up like little spots for that, and it just doesn't look good. But the roof in general does look good. Although you could, I guess, push them up like I have suggested before. Because 99% of the time you're gonna have the space for that. Unless it's a two-story building. Like, houses are, debatable. I mean, you could find the space, I think, in a house. I'm not sure. Just like that. I actually really like the way that looks without the letters. So what you're gonna do now is you want to clear your inventory and get out. Deep slate brick blocks. You should know what those are being used for. You could even use deep slate tiles for the roof. I never thought about that. That'd probably look cool. Smooth quartz blocks. I don't know. Try it if you want. Although it's kind of too late for that. Smooth quartz stairs and smooth quartz slabs. It'd be funny if we didn't actually need the slabs, but I know we do. So on top of the red concrete, you just want to place a little rectangle of deep slate bricks. I got the shape right this time. That's something. Fill in the middle of it, which is extremely hard. Oh, wow, that took so long. And then you want to surround the outside of the deep slate bricks with more deep slate bricks. And then that's going to overhang it on each side by one, and then that will give you this. I like how that looks. It looks cool without the letters. The letters don't make it bad. Just, it looks cool without the letters. Who is, never mind. I don't know why I said who is when I didn't even see if I had a notification or not. That, like, defeats the whole purpose. Moving on. You want to come now to the left side, this big light gray concrete rectangle. I got it right again. You want to come to the bottom left-hand corner, which should be a half a block. This is important that you get this right. You're going to know if you get it wrong, though. But you want to count right by 3 and up by 1, and going up you want to place 4 smooth quartz blocks. It should be centered, not from left and right, but top to bottom. You should have a half a block of space on each. If you don't, then I would double check that. And then what you want to do is so this, you have bottom block, second block up you want to bring right with an upside down smooth quartz slab, and then the third block up you want to bring right with a normal slab. Bring either slab right with a block, and then bring each block up or down. There's an H. The H has like a thing that goes like that, like a little like curve. Just look up Hardee's and you'll find it. You can look up Hardee's logo too. You should get it. I didn't do that because I cut corners with the letters where I think it would look better if I changed it. The A is a weird exception. The R is not a weird exception. The D is just weird in general. And then the S is also an exception. A is a weird exception because I kept it the same. But I changed the R and the S. The E and the D were pretty much like how they are. But yeah, then what you want to do is you want to leave a 1 block gap from the bottom of that H, and you want to place an upside down smooth quartz stair facing left. Bring it right with a block, right with an upside down stair again facing left. Bring that stair up with a block, and then up with an upside down slab so you have a half a block of space. Bring that slab left with another upside down slab, and then a normal smooth quartz stair facing left, and bring that stair down with a block. Fancy A. Kind of reminds me of the arcade, except I use capitals for that. I love capital letters a lot more, but for buildings that I'm making, if it's a real life building and it has lowercase, I'm going to use lowercase. But I like capital better. I like capital letters better because they just look better. They look more professional. I don't know. You want to leave a 1 block gap from the bottom of the A and place 3 smooth quartz blocks moving up, and then bring the top block right with an upside down slab. How I originally had it was, I'll show you actually, like this. I hate the way that looks. Could even try this. That looks even worse. So I just did that, because that is kind of how it is. It's got like that, like, how do I explain it? Like that, kind of like that. Like how you would draw an R if you're papering. Papering? That's great. You then want to leave a 1 block gap from the bottom of that, which is interesting for the letter, and you want to place a smooth quartz stair facing right, and then left of that smooth quartz stair facing left. Bring each smooth quartz stair up with its upside down. Hello? What was the word that I always use? Upside down variant? Yeah, that's the. You then want to leave a 1 block gap from the bottom of that and place a smooth quartz stair facing right, and then a slab to the right of it. Bring that smooth quartz stair up with a smooth quartz stair, and then an upside down smooth quartz stair each facing right, and then bring each stair right with its respective, or with its opposite stair. So opposite stair facing left or right. So bring the Normal, bring the smooth quartz stair facing right, right with a smooth quartz stair facing left, and bring the opposite on smooth quartz stair facing left, right with an opposite on smooth quartz stair facing left. Or right, opposite on, left side's going to be facing right, right side's going to be facing left, and then you want to do that one more time. So again, one block after on that smooth quartz stair facing right with a slab on, to the right of it, sorry. On top of that, place 2 smooth quartz stairs facing into each other, and then on top of that, place 2 opposite on smooth quartz stairs facing into each other. That was a lot easier. And then what you want to do is you want to leave a 1 block after the bottom of that and place a smooth quartz stair facing right, and then to the right of that, you want to place a smooth quartz stair facing left. I don't know what just happened there. You want to bring that right stair up with an opposite on smooth quartz stair facing left. Left with an opposite on slab. Up with an opposite on stair facing right, and then right with an opposite on slab. If you would like between the E and the S, come like up to this top block and just place an opposite on slab for your apostrophe. That looks like an accent, which that's not what I was going for, but I mean, sure, I guess. If you want it there, you can have it there. If you don't want it there, then don't have it there, obviously. That is how that works. Can't place it there, though, which sucks. And you don't really want to go any lower, unless you do like that, maybe? No. But, like, you can decide whether you like it or not. Here, let me actually put them side by side. You can decide which one you like. I like it better without, personally. It makes it look a little bit nicer. I'm gonna do one quick fly around. Yeah, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the exterior for your remake Hardee's complete. Again, there will be an interior for this in probably 2 days. But yeah, thank you guys so much. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.